What is a myth? Hey everybody, do you know how I got my shell? What is a myth? A myth is a type of genre called folklore. Myths also describe the creation of humans or the creation of natural wonders. The authors of the myths are generally unknown. A myth describes how I got my shell. There are several types of myths. There is a creation myth, which is a traditional story that explains how life began. A nature myth explains how features within the universe were formed. And hero myths describe the quest of a hero or heroine. The myth about my shell explains how it was formed. That is a nature myth. There are three main elements of myths. Myths contain themes or insights about life or the human condition. A second element is that myths from different cultures often express similar themes. A third element is that myths usually contain archetypes or universal symbols, patterns, or character types. Did you know that many cultures have different explanations as to how I got my shell? Myths have several characteristics. Gods and goddesses interact with humans. There are gods and or goddesses in disguise. The fancy word for that is anthropomorphism. Myths reflect a culture's character. There may be magical or supernatural characteristics in a myth. And lastly, characters usually undergo dynamic change. The myth about my shell contains supernatural characteristics. Here then are the review questions. Number 1, what is a myth? 2, what are the different types of myths? 3, what elements are in myths? Number 4, what are the characteristics of a myth? And for extra credit, what is anthropomorphism? So how did I get my shell?